been a couple of days since I streamed. Anyways, in we go. Wait. Oh, I don't need that. Alright, I wanted to fiddle with something. No? Okay. I'll pop it up to there for now. That should be okay. Anyways, good morning. Good morning, anyone. Hello, hello. I have a... Yeah, Ace Attorney. Turnabout Samurai is episode 3 of this game. Okay. In we go. In we go. I'm gonna be playing this until we actually finish episode 3. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of the pound when the sky cries for your blood. That was too quick. Ooh. Maybe the moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. Might have to move me a bit. See you in hell, evil something. Whoa! Things are moving too fast. The warrior swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14, 5:31 PM, Wright & Co. Law Offices. That's no longer Faye. But that was really quick. Vaya! That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate? Magistrate. Whoa! Stop waving that broom around! Oh, Nick! I didn't know you were there. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? You mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then why the heck are you Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hi, Ryan. I'm doing well. More or less, it's cold. It's been cold for the last few days, so I have like my heater cranked up. Is that the robot from the news? From News of the World? Robot from News of the World? Oh! Maybe they kind of do look similar now that I'm looking at the picture. But no. Actually, I don't even think the Steel Samurai is a robot. I think it's just a... No. Steel Samurai could be a robot. Anyways. Hey, I'm only 17. 17 is still young. See, that's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. I use that. I use that as anything that with a teen, even 19 means that you are a teen. You're still a kid. I've used that quite a bit. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When they ask grade school kids what they want to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. Oh, so we haven't had any clients. Oh. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law office. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big clients just around the corner. I wish. Well, I mean, we know this has to do with the Steel Samurai because of its... Was it Turnabout Samurai? October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Ring, 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 beep. Hello, this is Phoenix. Maya, are you in trouble again? Nick, Maya, what? It's still early. It's a Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on the show? Yes. They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's meant to do? Isn't that what the show meant to... Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. Oh, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. Huh. Door's closed, you can't go out. Sorry, Miss is just staring at me. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show, The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim... Hang on, so this is the defendant. Victim... Jack Hammer. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate's costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe that this was a murder weapon and are investigating further. Huh. This has to be a joke. No. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. It's just a show. Yes? Wright & Co. Law Offices? Why is she using her personal cell phone? Being called in... Nick? It's the Steel Samurai. How does he have your number? That's Maya's personal cell phone, isn't it? Why is she using that as the work phone? And why does the Steel Samurai know her phone? What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. I want answers for that. Just the cell phone thing. Let's go, Nick. Go? Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. Okay? Whatever you say. Anything for you. October 16th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Oh, he's like a lion. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. He's like a lion. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely but he definitely did a murder at least once, maybe twice. Maya, whoa, what are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? He's like a lion. No. This is getting off to a great start. The pose looks like Larry. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided that I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. I wonder if there's a way to stop the beeping. No? Don't have vibrations. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Sniffle. Wah. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Alright, okay. Let us talk. Again, tell me if the music is a bit loud. Because I edited it a bit, the desktop audio to when I was playing To the Moon. And To the Moon's pretty loud, so if the background is just a bit loud, just tell me and I'll just fiddle with it a bit more. No. Talk. What happened? What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened? Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 AM that morning. Okay, action sequences 10 AM. There was a rehearsal scheduled at 5 in the afternoon. Rehearsal schedule 5 PM. Right. But when 5 PM came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Kitty! Yes, I am Kitty. I am a kitty. Yeah. Hello though, hello. Ooh. Oh. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. I can see that with the hole in his chest. The samurai spear. Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai used as a weapon. Steel Samurai. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this, and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? Me. No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in the popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old-Day Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him in the end. Defeat him this time. Sniffle. Wah. Cowardly lion. Cowardly lion. I see. Neo-Old-Day Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? What's your alibi? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studio at 9 AM. Alibi. I don't think he has a proper one. 9 AM. Oh. We worked through some action scenes until noon. The rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5 PM. I was late for the rehearsal. Oh. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. Hang on, I'm gonna close a couple of my tabs. Got a bit too much on that side. So I was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. What would the kids think? Sniffle. I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. That didn't move. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. Wow, this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there? gold bag? You want in? You gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. But we're, lawyers. Oh yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. She's creepy. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You hear about the incident, you came to snoop around. Youths today. Something horrible. Stop. Wait. It's going too fast for me to read, so I'm just gonna let this... Nick? I didn't catch a single word of that because it was way too fast. Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. Nah, you'll grow up to be like me are. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen, when you're being spoken to... Listen when you're being spoken to youths today. She is creepy. What is that stuff in her hair? Hello? Wait, do we have info? Who are you? Who are you? R? Security lady. Age... I don't know. Security guard in the global studios claims she saw Powers heading towards the scene. Oh, wait. Well, Powers is younger than us. Okay. Hello. So, what do you have? So, what do you do here at the studio? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... Oh no. No, you're a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Whoa. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back... Hammer? Hammer was a big star back then too. He was... Hammer? Jackhammer? The victim dummy? The evil magistrate? He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. She is still pretty creepy. Mr. Hammer. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that, reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts, enough to make you cry. Okay. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Okay, old bag. 1 to 5 p.m. Okay. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. But didn't he say that he fell asleep? And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request. And maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. So... Oh, so, I think we have to talk to Will. Hello, how's the studio? We didn't get in. We only got through the gate where Old Bag stopped us. They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Your alibi, please? Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. I'm gonna guess that she saw, his costume. And I don't know, maybe because he's the only one that could actually fit in said costume, that she, immediately thought that it was him. Just my guess right now. Security lady. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once, or she'll never let up on you. Yeah, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Oh, of course. Sounds a bit nervous. Powers request. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Okay. I got your thingy. Here. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scroll. Given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to use of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyways, you may pass. But only left from here towards the studio. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. Suspicious? Oh no. It's Gumshoe, isn't it? The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick? There were maps in the security guard station. Oh. Hey, not bad. Okay. So, where are we? Okay, so we're facing... Yeah, so left we'll be able to go to Studio 1 and 2. Okay. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you. Whew. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents. Guide map. She is creepy. Huh. Okay. Demo? Studio 1. Oh, what is that? Okay, there's a camera. There is a weird figure. It looks like the bush was disturbed, maybe. Anything else I see? His head's knocked over. Okay. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Oh, hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? You mean from, a month ago? Ah, it's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. She's got a point. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can't blame on other people, or I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, right? Talk. So, how is your investigation going, detective? Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick? Maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right. So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you'd please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Autopsy. Time of death, 10:15. Oh, yeah. 2:30 p.m. Okay. I tried pulling a bow tie on my cat and she hated it. I mean, if you could make the bow tie as like a collar, I should probably be okay with it. I mean, I don't have a cat in my vicinity, but I've got a dog and she tolerates what I put on her. And she lived with a cat originally, but so she has some cat-like tendencies, and maybe she just tolerates me or she fears me. Either end. Anyways, reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Oh, she freaked when I put the collar on her, getting her arm stuck in trying to escape. Ah, is she not used to wearing collars? Maybe that's why. There's a trick, but I know it works for dogs. If you put something on the other end of the... No, that won't work. Sorry, I was thinking of a slip-on collar. Now the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At the time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than William Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Are we talking about the same lady, Gumshoe? Oh. Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. I want a donut. I wanted a donut. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authorities. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. Which is? What? Decisive evidence? What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up there in the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no. No, I don't think they got him. I think they got the costume. It has to be the costume. It has to be. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh ho 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 ho. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, Val. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Examine. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep their non-employees out on the statue. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey. Oh yeah, it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hands. His head's also knocked off. I think speculations already. I have a feeling that whoever was in the Steel Samurai costume wasn't used to the build because was it Will Powers has a pretty big build, I think. So in order to fill out the costume of the Steel Samurai, they might have to wear a couple of random stuff in order to fit, and maybe it made them stumble. They knocked into the mascot. I don't know. He's holding a sign in his hands. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Or maybe the wind did that. It took the tree down. It took the tree down with it too. Leaves. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? Studio 2? It looks like the tree fell down over the path. Oh, yeah. That way it's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. Used to be? They don't use it now, though. Used to be? Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went there. There's a number plate on the camera. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. ST1307. You didn't see that. I wasn't going to show that off until an actual case, until we went into court, but you didn't see that. Nothing happened. Nothing showed. Nothing. You didn't see a thing. That must be the camera ID number. Is that it? Bench? I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Oh, welcome sign? There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit extra money by charging for admission. Huh, you sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, my cat had a bow tie, but she didn't like it. I don't think cats don't really like extra things on their collars. It's like, if it's just a normal collar, I think it's okay, but normally anything extra, say like a bow tie, might be weird because it like rubs under the chin. Yeah, I don't know. Hang on, I'm gonna grab a snack. Wrong bag. Wrong bag. I want this one. Pretzel. Oh, come on. I always have trouble opening these things. Okay, I got it open. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot time for the count. Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? I think I checked out everything. Camera, welcome sign. Okay. I want the photo of the security camera. Nick, look! The security lady's in the security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Can we get the photo? No, talk. Can we get the photo? Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left. Just to the left here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in the central position. No matter where you go, you pass by my station first. Oh, poor Hammer. He went to the studio just before 1. Yes. The murder happened right around 2:30. Yes. The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who it is. Maybe it was you? I doubt it. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Mr. Hammer. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was. Past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard. And who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. You can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes the picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before I go home, I do. The computer that runs the studio the computer that runs the studio security camera. Hey, no touching. Okay. Okay, no touching. October 16, Global Studios employee area. Nick, this is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Examine. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be really to be a star and have your room and have your own room like this. Drink station? Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn at least. Wait, look. Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. Let's see. Soda. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. T-bone? There's a T-bone on one of the plates minus a steak. Maybe Powers have an employee card? That's to Studio 1. Right now I don't think we need it unless we have to go into Studio 1. We're in the employee area right now. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. I want steak now. Is there a place that sells steak anywhere near my house? Probably not. Yuari cat model. Meow. Yeah. I'm starting to use my cat model for the Ace Attorney streams because it's good. How? How what? You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. I have a second stomach just for candy. Yeah, actually multiple stomachs for candy. All sweet stuff, or ice cream, sugary stuffs. Yum. Is this no? This one. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in the film studio? Is this it? Whatever. I went into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Oh wait, no. So Q. Hey, we got more stuff. Oh, the metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. It's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay the gate. Oh. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. But There's a half-finished backdrop for the stage here. Ooh, it's not actually bad. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Ode Tokyo Castle. A bike? Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? I think that's it. Okay, let's go to the dressing room. Seems pretty normal, nothing seems out of ordinary. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Nothing seems out of ordinary. What's this? This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Hey, look. Oh, there's the card. Look, an employee card key. That must be Powers. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow it. Card key. Let's get everything else. There's a vast range of cosmetics here. Ooh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of the show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Gee, I didn't know that. Kinda. Costumes? There's some regular suits among the costumes here. They're supposed to be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you're already wearing one I'd say you're already wearing one myself. This is where he slept. Looks like he slept. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. She said. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? For burgers, for sweets, for steaks. Didn't I really click the bag? I wonder what else is inside Power's bag. Stop that. My partner, the thief in training. That's all. No, the glass. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. Okay, I think that's all. Let's go out. Let's go to the main gate. Hi. Go to Studio 1. No, Studio. Move. No. Let me in. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let me in. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep. It opened. All right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. It's a cool. Actually, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go feed the dog. I'm gonna leave the BGM on, so be right back. I have returned. I have gotten myself some more snacks to eat. In we go. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? Maya? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. It sounds pretty real to me. Oh, wrong one. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate's costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Oh, funny. I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed it, most of it. Wow, look at that camera. It must cost a ton. Don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavy. Maya, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that. Oh! Sorry. My partner is kind of, you know. No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. Penny. I help with the props and stuff. What? My dog. I help with the props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. Or Whip, maybe. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. You believe him too. Don't worry, leave it to us. I'd like to keep moving though. No. Examine, sorry. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. Don't sit in it. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap from... Where? One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone, a real live megaphone. Don't use it. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. Ladder. Look, a ladder. Yes, it's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry. This girl is out there. Why is there snow? You know very well that is not a snow angel. Did I not read this one? Well, look at the camera. So yeah, don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavy. Okay, I think that's whiteboard. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director, or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Okay, I think no. Talk. Can you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday's only rehearsal for our action. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employees area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. Okay. But I didn't see either of them after that. Huh. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're fine, girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation on Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came into the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Huh. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead. Well, I don't know about that. But that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't the security lady have noticed them? You're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. I bet he had the mask on in the security photo. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it was, because like I mentioned this a bit earlier in the stream, but I really don't think he did it because the detective didn't seem so happy with the photo. So I'm gonna guess it's just a photo of someone wearing the samurai steel costume. And because of how bulky it is, I guess it only makes sense that Will was the one that wore it. That's just what I'm thinking of it. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. Sensing someone. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it as a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Oh, yeah, we just did that, didn't we? Let's go. Hello, Miss Oldbag. October 16, Global Studios main gate. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. Assistant's claim. What? I saw the suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 PM, correct? And the estimated hour of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Move around. It's cold. Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks that there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were watching from the start? You're watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek! Alright, you better tell me and tell me quick, you spiky head cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins... Okay. I'll let this go on, it's a bit too fast. She left. Hey, we can go through the photo. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. No. Yes. Let's go. The computer. Nick, maybe we can see the photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it, of course, we need it. Oh! There are 3 items on my Steam wishes that are on sale. Okay, I might look at that later. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. This feels so illegal. Listen, we have to get the info. We have to, cause she's not gonna give it to us anyways. And the detective has it. And I don't think he's gonna give it to us. So we need it. She's not here. No one can tell us what to. No one. No one's here to see. He looked at the camera till another day at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Was it 3 or so? Wait, 307. There, entered. Kidding. Hey, it printed out the date. The data for the. It printed out the data for the day. Let's see what we've got. It was. I already see a problem. His pants are dragging. Whoever's in the costume is too short to actually fit the costume. How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he's the one who always wears a suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something printed on the back. Huh? October 15, 2 p.m. Photo 2? What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. No, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Put that away. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why? You could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it's just a joke. So, are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. It just has to be someone shorter than Powers. Because they don't fit the costume properly. Save. I think I'll finish all of day 2 stuff then. And that will be where I finish for this one. October 18, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 4. Hey, it's Edgeworth. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh, get on. The defense is ready, Your Honor. This is what I wanted when I accidentally pressed 7, which is my key binding for this. I have to fix it, but you know, yeah, I mean, you know, it's pretty good. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statements, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammers in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimonies. Mr. Edwards, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face. Detective Gumshoe to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain it with the guide map here. Okay. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. The security lady that works at the studio here was here at 1 PM on the day. Past the security gates. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammers, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. The production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammers, went to Studio 1. Right after 1 PM, the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 PM. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Still looks creepy. The time of death was 2:30 PM. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That is the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Nah, I think I got everything. I think I can probably remember that. This is the murder weapon. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear, okay. This spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officers to the stand. We're calling old bags. Will the witness declare her statement? Her name, sorry. Oh no! My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edwards has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their name. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So go. Oh no. Oh, objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get back to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate of the day of the murder, correct? Yes, see, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Alright, witness's account. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 PM. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. Well, I had some errands to run in that morning. Anyways, it was 1 PM when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed towards the studio. You saw the defendant then, hmm? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. White. Yes, Your Honor. Witness's account. We had to make sure that it was, murder. How do we know that it was Powers, though? Because all we see is, someone wearing a costume. We don't know that it's Powers inside of it. Objection. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. That ain't him. It can't be. It's too short. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. All day. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. Sure, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in the court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have any proof that the person in the photo is Mr. William Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Andrew is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyways, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth's speeches. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through in the action scene, I saw Power trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at the picture. Can't you see that he's dragging his leg? Yeah, I can see that. I'm dragging his leg. See, clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. I never said anything or did me in the morning during the prop run through the action scene. I saw Powers trip and fall, okay? He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. What prop was it? He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear, the murder. What are you doing? His samurai spear, the murder weapon. Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Break one of the props. Powers trip and fall that morning during the run through of the action. Action scene was at 10, yep. Could I get a bit more information? He was present. The photo showed that it was Wendy, Will, Jack, and the assistant. Well, let's see. There was Powers. He's a steel samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. And what about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. Burger, which is that one, apparently has sprained its ankle. Huh? I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is? Where is this steel samurai costume now? Good idea. Huh. Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Huh. Interesting. Anyways, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes? And it's clear that this person in the steel samurai suit was Will Powers. Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Object. We don't know it's him. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Knowing this photo, can you see Mr. Will Powers? The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? Oh, no need to ask twice. There's more. The witness's account continue. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30. Yes. The only person I saw go in the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. No. Someone else did. Because this is photo 2. Someone else did. It took a picture of something else. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. You lie. Someone did go there. Okay. No more stretching. Let's go. Okay, that arch lies. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Present. Objection. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studio, correct? Yes, sir, honey. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it is also true that the computer at the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m. photo number 2. Even I know that means that it was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only had data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order? Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. White. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but two people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo, old bag? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. Oh, you watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw today was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means two people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help. Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. I see. Your testimony, please? The other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photo recordings on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first time I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please. Begin your cross-examination. Well, I'd say this is a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. So, what photo did you... That's normal. I go to the photos. I throw out any suspicious. What? Press. What photo was it? Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsal from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day, so we might have another witness. Huh? Wait a second. Didn't you say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Yeah, we saw that. The gate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids. Children. Whippersnappers. Kids? So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. Year 2, Year 3. What? Order? Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on the way to the studio. Having your haircut. Befitting of an attorney. I have to fix it I still have to fix it, but it looks good. It looks pretty good so far. Okay, so 2 people passed by the gate on the way to the studio that day? Yes. One was a Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade, I assume it'd be hard if not impossible for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Hang on, I'm gonna open it again. It's loud. Nick, What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take 5 minutes. We'll take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defense Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? It does. Oh, no, not automatically. It takes the pictures automatically. But the photos, old bag has to go through them at the end of the day to check them out. Yeah, so it's not printed automatically. That'd be a problem if it was printed automatically, because no one would... If no one is there when it prints, anyone could just come in, grab it, and go. Anyway, tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was in this still samurai in this... Who was the still samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The still samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. Huh? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a still samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. Oh. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we gonna do? First, we have to play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right, and it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does it mean? Please don't say like that. Actually, I might stop this one after this day. After just this court one. Because if we're gonna try to push for an extra day, we're gonna have to do some investigating. And I'd rather do that on the next one so I remember what I find. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Willpowers. Mr. Edworth, would you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went in the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. Insensitive Nick. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no doubt that no one else could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Willpowers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claims. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order? Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court doesn't look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you'll be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. Who is this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the crime? Not the boy. Not the assistant lady, because she was still moving stuff around. Yeah, the only one Sorry, old bag. It was a security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The still samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. Ah, that means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through? There was only one other person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. the security lady old bag. What? Whippersnapper. It's got a point. Order, order. Is this true, old bag? Old bag? That's Miss Old Bag to you. Miss Old Bag was standing guard alone in the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. But why would she go through the trouble of wearing that steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera in the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes #2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edward pounces? Doesn't he usually jump in with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edward, does the prosecution have an opinion on the matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. I am suspicious. What? What's this supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way around. I'm gonna press. She doesn't have an alibi. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Power as a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? What, the kid? The boy. The one whose photos I erased. He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? The boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it... or is it nice to be... Or is it be nice to kids and mean to your elders, they whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. What's the proof? Is that too heavy? Oh, it might be too heavy. Let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? Is it only the murder weapon that we can use? Ah, in the chest. A grade schooler would not reach the guy's chest, right? It would have to go up if he was going... I don't know. Take that. Your Honor, maybe it's too heavy. The murder weapon was a samurai sphere. Oh yeah, he's actually holding it pretty well. That very sphere was shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the sphere? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on that? The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceeding on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more on your witness, Miss Windy... What's her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further onto this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. Oh great, stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimonies? Actually, if you must know, there is something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edward that told her not to talk? Well, testify. Oh, great. We got more information. What is it? Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright. No cross-examination. Who are the people? My lips are sealed. Who are the people? Snitch right there. I mean, if she's gonna be a suspect, the other people might as well fall with her. So, though, who? Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Well, yes, I was surprised someone asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employees area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Gumshoe said that place wasn't good though. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? There was. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate all the way to the left. The part where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but because we know that there are other people now. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at Global Studio on the day in question. The director and the producer and bigwigs were all present. Bigwig? Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people who we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned. Okay. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Ah, really? It's nothing. You did nothing, Maya. Or should I say? Sniff? Grin? Sniff? But we'll all be going down to the studio to get some more investigating. We have to find more about the director and the producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for sure. So, now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just trying to buy some time. I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusations. Okay, let's get down to the studio. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Sniff. Okay, this seems to be a good point to stop, because the next bits would be more investigating. So, that's all I'm going to be doing today. I'll see you guys. Oh no, my next stream is my collab with Ember, Asa, and Sayo but it'll be on their channel, on their Twitch. So when that day comes, I'm going to link their Twitches so you guys can watch it, because I need to give my hotspot a break. It does. Doing a collab and using my Discord and the games is a bit heavy on my hotspot, so I won't be streaming it on my channel. But again, I'll be putting it on there. I'll be on their one, so I'll link it to theirs when it starts. So be sure to watch that on the day in 2 days. In my time, at least. Anyways, bye bye. Bye bye.